All right, guys. So here we go. DeAndre Hopkins released by the Arizona Cardinals. We're gonna react and talk about it. Welcome to the GridironSteady channel, where we talk football page run by football fans. This is my first live on this channel. I'm usually on Sports Steady TV. I do the NBA, so you're seeing me here on the football channel because I've been summoned to try to help the football channel get some more views and get some more subs. So hopefully we can try to accomplish that. So here we go. DeAndre Hopkins released by the Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins gone. They got rid of him. They released a star wide receiver after being unable to find a trade partner with another team. Nobody wanted to trade for him. I don't think it was because they think he's not good. I just think that when you have a $19.45 million salary cap, a lot of teams are going to be like, I don't know if we can do that. It was a challenge, right? Cardinals will carry a dead cap charge of $21 million in 2023. So even without Hopkins on the roster, they on the hook for $21 million in dead cap. Hopkins' future with the Cardinals was one of the hottest topics in the offseason. Rumors of the trade with the Tennessee Titans popped up at first during the 2023 NFL draft, but nothing came about. The Patriots was also acquiring about trading for Hopkins earlier in the offseason. So those are the two teams that were rumored, and neither team was able to do anything. Now, Kansas City, another team that was involved and had permission to talk to Hopkins and had discussed a possible trade prior to the NFL draft, according to sources. Albert Breer from Monday Morning Quarterback. Hopkins' contract was viewed as a roadblock for any potential deal at the time. The star wideout would likely need to take a big pay cut to sign as a free agent with the Chiefs, because the Kansas City Chiefs only have $650,000 in cap space. So they don't have any money to sign Hopkins straight out. They would have loved to have traded for him, but the money's too big. That was the main problem. It wasn't so much of no one thought he can play. It's just he made a lot of money, which sometimes happens when you pay receivers these large contracts, and then when you're trying to get rid of them, it's hard to find a trade partner because the money is just too much. Hopkins is a 5-time Pro Bowler. He did not show up for the OTAs this week with the Cardinals. He went to train in Toronto. So he didn't even want to be with the team anymore. He was done. Now, we could speculate on why the guy doesn't want to be in Arizona. I mean, this guy's one of the best wide receivers of this generation, and his quarterback is Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray, who's not a good quarterback at all. He's probably one of the worst quarterbacks, and Hopkins saw the writing on the wall. Because you just don't, if you really think Kyler Murray is so good and this great quarterback, you wouldn't be trying to get out of Arizona, right? It just doesn't happen. Something's there. He knows something about what's going on there. And the Cardinals decided they're going to go all in with Murray. And Hopkins, you're not happy, we'll just move you, right? They were trying to move this guy probably. I would think they were trying to move him probably since last year when DeAndre realized that Murray just wasn't the guy. He's just not the guy. And look, all you Cardinal fans out there, I know you're all going to be like, oh, you hating. No, this is a premier wide receiver in the NFL who has put up numbers, has been great, even without great QBs. Right? You saw all the years in Houston with the Texans. He goes to Arizona. They bring in a quarterback that's not good. He's just not that good. And Hopkins knows, hey, man, I can't do nothing with this guy. Right? So during an appearance on the I Am an Athlete podcast earlier in May, Hopkins listed Allen, Hurts, Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, and Justin Herbert as the 5 QBs he liked to play with. Right? Let's see if we can pull that video up, because let's see if it's here. All right. I think this is it. Let's see.
Out there, if you had a list, you say these are some dope quarterbacks that I would love to throw me the ball the second part of my career?
Oh, that's a good question. I would have to say one of my favorite quarterbacks that I've been watching since he came in the league is Josh Allen. Josh Allen, he reminds me of an old school or of a new school Andrew Luck. And you know, I love Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts. You know, man, he's Houston kid, your dog, Jalen. Number 3, who I would love to have a ball thrown by. Patrick Mahomes, obviously.
Ooh,
Number
my
4,
goodness.
number 4, I'm gonna have to go with. I gotta go with the underdog, man. The people, not a lot of people respect this guy, but you know, as a throwing quarterback, Lamar Jackson, obviously, and number 5. Number 5, that's a good one. That's a good question. Number 5.
Dak Prescott?
I like Dak Prescott.
Any of these young rookie quarterbacks stand out to you? Do you want to catch a ball from a young player? Are you past that point in your career? Like some guys out there.
Yeah, I'm past that point in my career. But I heard that the quarterback we got from Houston is pretty good. I like him. My grandfather was sending me his highlights on YouTube. But my number 5 quarterback, man, because it's some good quarterbacks out there that's young and good. I'm gonna have to go with my dude in San Diego or the Chargers.
Herbert.
I'm gonna have to go
Justin
with
Herbert.
man.
Justin Herbert.
Yeah,
All right.
So there you hear it. DeAndre Hopkins. He named his 5 QBs, and you saw they try to throw in Dallas. Everybody's always trying to get people to go to Dallas. Dak Prescott is not a good quarterback either, folks. He ain't that good. They're always trying to throw Dak in the conversation. And Hopkins didn't even acknowledge. He's like, oh, no. He wanted to skip over that. He's like, nah. So, interesting he put Lamar Jackson on that list, though. Because now we know that Patrick Mahomes is probably not going to happen. That's like the least likely. If we go off of the list that he made, I think the LA Chargers, that's an interesting one. If he found his way there, that'd be nice. Buffalo, possibly. But Jalen Hurts in Philadelphia, if he can get, that could be impossible too. I mean, all these spots would be great for him because they all, except for I don't think Baltimore would be good. I'm just saying. I mean, I know maybe he's friends with Jackson. I'm just not a big Lamar Jackson guy. I don't think that would be good. I think he would be in the same spot he was in when he was in Houston and back in with the Cardinals. I mean, those other QBs seem to be more legit QBs. So, Hopkins played his last 3 seasons with the Cardinals after being acquired in a trade with the Houston Texans back in 2020. His best year with the franchise was his first season, where he had 115 catches for 1,400 yards. His production declined over the last 2 years following injuries in the 2021 season and a suspension for violating the league's performance-enhancing drug policy that cost him 6 games in 2022. He missed an additional 2 games last season with a knee ailment. He finished the final season with Arizona with 64 catches for 717 yards. He has he's recorded over 11,000 receiving yards since entering the league in 2013. That trails only Julio Jones for the most in the league during that span. So this guy's been very productive when he's on the field. It's going to be interesting to see where he will fit going into the next season. There's already teams up there. There's already some rumors about 5 places where DeAndre Hopkins could fit. Now, what do you think, Hopkins? What team do you like to see Hopkins on? Let us know in the comments. Of course, you can comment. We're live on Rumble and on YouTube at GridironSteady. Let us know in the comments, what team do you think DeAndre Hopkins would be a good fit on? Now, if you're watching this after the live, also let us know as well. Flood the comments. Let us know what you think. Okay, we ain't got nobody here. Hey, look, man. It is what it is. It's 6 o'clock in the afternoon on Friday. People are probably out doing their thing. I'm not gonna take it offensive and nobody's around. They'll watch it on the replay. Hopefully they'll leave their comments. So let's talk about the 5 teams. I just saw an article here from somebody from, I think, on Sports Illustrated or something like that. I don't know. All right, so the 5 teams possible for DeAndre Hopkins. Now, I already dismissed the Kansas City Chiefs because I don't know if Hopkins is going to take that huge pay cut. I mean, Chiefs will have to make some moves. They'll have to do something really. They got to do a lot of stuff to make room for Hopkins. I just don't see that happening. So we're going to cancel Kansas City out right now, even though they're saying that Kansas City would be a good fit. Now, Buffalo is one place that's possible. Josh Allen was one of the QBs named in Hopkins' 5 QBs. Josh Allen throws passes. You put Hopkins with Diggs and Gabriel Davis, Hopkins would be, that would be it would give the Bills enough firepower to possibly get to the Super Bowl. Possibly. Bills, it makes a lot of sense for Agent Hopkins, who has injuries. He won't have to be the number one guy. He won't have to be relied on to carry the offense, the load, as Buffalo has a balanced offense. And I think it would definitely help Buffalo to stay on course with the Chiefs and the Bengals. The Bengals got like 3 good receivers. Chiefs got a bunch of receivers, and Patrick Mahomes, they got a great tight end. So the Bills could definitely use a Hopkins for sure. The other place that they're saying is the Cleveland Browns. Now, he didn't name Deshaun Watson. Cleveland Browns is very interesting because I don't know. I just don't think Deshaun Watson's that good. I think this guy's leaving Arizona. He wanted out of Arizona. All these Watsons and Jacksons and Murray, all these QBs are typically the same type of quarterbacks. And I don't know if he wants to go to these places. I really don't. I just don't see it. He's going to want to take a pay cut to play in Cleveland? Let's be honest here, folks. We're talking about the Cleveland Browns. So I disagree with that one. I don't think that's going to be good. The Deshaun Watson situation has been a complete disaster right now. It's the worst contract in football history. It's a bad contract. It's terrible. Watson's not good. The guy had one good season, and everybody thought he was the next great thing. One great season, excuse me. Great season. And look, they played together in Houston. I get it, for like 2-3 years. Hopkins had his first 3 Pro Bowl All-Pro selections. He was really good with Watson. They had a good combination. I get it. But they didn't win. And at this point of his career, is Hopkins looking for more stats, or he's looking to win? That's the difference, folks. So that's why I say no. Another place, very interesting spot here that I haven't no one talked about yet. The New York Giants. Now, the Giants, they don't have the quarterback that Hopkins will probably want, right? They just signed Daniel Jones to a 4-year deal worth $160 million. He had a really good 2022 season. He doesn't really have any great receivers, though. I think his best receiver is Darius Slayton, Richie James, and Isaiah Higgins. The Giants' receiving core is a major weakness, of course, and DeAndre Hopkins can definitely do some damage. He would be pretty good in a New York Giant uniform, but will that be appealing to DeAndre Hopkins when other options are out there like Buffalo or stuff like that. New York Jets. Now that is a move that could be very interesting. Aaron Rodgers to DeAndre Hopkins at MetLife. If he does pick New York, I even think the Jets would be more appealing to Hopkins than even Buffalo. Now, if he obviously wants to win now, Buffalo will probably be the best. But if he wants to get the ball and have a chance to maybe win, I still don't think the Jets are going to be that good. I'm being biased here, but if I'm trying to be realistic and unbiased, because I hate the New York teams, I will say that Hopkins with Aaron Rodgers could be pretty good. Right. Could be pretty good. I like that one better than the Giants and Buffalo. Now, the Jets have a short championship window after bringing in Aaron Rodgers. I mean, short window. That thing is like a crack. That thing is like a crack window. Like not even, I don't even think the window is even cracked. That thing is already shut. But the lock is off, right? That's the Jets championship window. The window's down. The lock is off. You can still open it. But they have one of those child safety locks where if you do open it, it only goes up so high. That's the New York Jets championship window. Okay? So let's be honest with that. But I think it would be a pretty decent spot for the Jets. They have a really good emerging QB in Garrett Wilson, who's coming up. He's going to be a stud, according to people who watch the Jets. I don't. So, those are the teams that they're saying. Out of all those lists, I think the one that he will probably pick the most, because if he's trying to win, is probably going to be Buffalo. Buffalo will be a good one. I still don't discount Philadelphia in the mix for some reason to try something. And the Jets will be a solid pick. Will be solid. I don't know what you guys think. Let us know in the comments below. Where's the best fit for DeAndre Hopkins as he got released by the Arizona Cardinals? And he's going to find a new team. It was so bad there that the Cardinals are going to eat $23 million in cap for 2023. I think $21 million in cap. Kyle Murray is not that good. Hopkins knows it. That's why he was out of there. He said, I'm gone. Peace. I need a real quarterback. And that's that. All right, folks. Follow us on Instagram at SportsSteady and YouTube at SportsSteady TV. That's where I'm at for Game 6 NBA Finals, second half watch party on SportsSteady TV. I'll be live, play-by-play breakdown of Game 6 of the NBA Western Conference Finals as the Celtics in 7. The road to 7 continues for the Boston Celtics. All right? Sports page run by sports fans. Peace.